Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new rant with Dez this fine Wednesday. Happy evening, night, morning, and afternoon, Wednesday through Tuesday. Get all the roll out of the thing. Tonight we're talking more about Trump. But Dez, we talked about him last time. Yes, we talk about him a lot on here because we got to counter what the left always wants to do. Once again, we're going to start with the bloodbath thing. First and foremost, I was watching one of those guys from ESPN. I've seen a few videos of his now. It's kind of funny um, when he got these schmucks that so-called hate Trump. I don't think he hates Trump, but I don't think he supports him. The fact is, at the end of the day, he wants his side to win. Mm. Um, what is so friggin' silly about this is he's actually putting it all out there for everybody, especially people that watch sports, and trying to explain to them the media is wrong. And it's so simple. It is so freaking simple. But the thing about it is the left is so freaking special when it comes to rhetoric. Where Trump bad, got to go after him any way they can. So the topic at hand right now is if Trump does not win. This is huge because once again the bloodbath thing. Like he was saying during this whole rigmarole bullshit, that actually was the whole concept of the whole thing. They everything that Trump says, they take completely out of line. They use a word, and they pretty much were saying that you should never use that word bloodbath. And then after the fact, there was a monologue on certain channels. It was constant rhetoric of them saying bloodbath, 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 and that's within the last 2 3 years. These assholes use it all the time. But you know what? Being that Trump says it, not talking about if he does not win the election, but they put it towards the fact if he does not win this election this coming year, it's gonna be a bloodbath. When it comes down to the whole crap that is going down in social media, in the media itself, I'll be I'll be clear on here right now. Social media has a lot more pull right now than media does. Nobody trusts media. On social media, aka the internet. I hate social media. It's called the internet. Right now, I'm on the internet live on YouTube. It's the internet. But I digress on that part. That's for a different time. It is for a different time. These people like on CNN, MSNBC, and these other libtard stations, like local stations that you get around your area. These guys are trying their best to make sure Trump looks like a shithead. Looks like basically a Nazi, basically like Hitler reincarnated. What happens though when you're wrong and you're dead wrong and he gets reelected again and all the news that you spread of lies during that whole time becomes false? And actually something actually big happens where Trump once again makes America great again. Again? What's going to happen for your so-called Democratic side or the Rhino side? I think it's funny the fact that you guys are so scared of Trump because you're scared that the people, not only just the American people, but also people watching globally. I mean, got other countries that are actually getting people that are not on their side as well as their leaders because they're sick of the bullcrap, and they're striving now. We did it once already with Trump. We're gonna do 2.0. I know. So this is right on this side. So on here, this is the right side. I hate cameras. I've done this for like 3 weeks now, and I still suck at this crap. It's like son of a nutcracker. Um, I think it's funny how we're going down this path. The fact is, once again, the topic right now that I actually put on this pad here is if Trump doesn't win. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Because if Trump doesn't win to what the left actually is portraying, AK, if Joe Biden does win again, it'll be the same bull crap that's been going on right now. And then I'll talk about actually if Trump does actually win, which is actually the opposite. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I screwed up. When you go live, you can't, undo what you said. At the end of the day, if Trump loses this election, it's the end of our constitutional republic. It really will be. But Des, how dare you say that? Oh, I dare say that. They've been working on this for all. It takes more than 4 years for them to actually do what they're trying to do. Why else do you think they keep throwing Trump underneath the bus? This is one of the reasons why I wanted to get so freaking hardcore on this YouTube channel. And I'm thinking, well, this Friday morning, I'm not busy. I got to get that Rumble channel going. I'll post all these videos that I've already on YouTube and put them actually over there, and hopefully I get subscribers pretty fast. Because at the end of the day, Rumble is where you're free to talk about common sense, morals, and all that good stuff. But getting back to the topic at hand, if Biden wins this election, it is the end of the constitutional republic, which is what the forefathers actually fought for. Which you all know this already. You all know this already. That's why you guys are subscribed to this channel. That's why you already know all this stuff. Um, I'm thinking about doing the audio of the national anthem actually on here one of these next days. Actually, it's a little bit of a thing where yeah, I can't take my face off like I can on Instagram, but at the same time, it's an important one. But I'll be quiet during that time because you know what? I can be quiet once in a while. I Des can be quiet. Des is the quietest when he has to. I don't say it. People are like, I saw Des once. He was quieter than a church mouse. I don't say it. People's like, quieter than a church mouse. I'm like, seriously? Des was that quiet. He was that quiet. I don't say it. People tell me. Okay, folks. um, but getting back to the topic at hand, we are actually ending all the freedoms. The amendments will be taken down. They're going to come after your guns. They're going to come after your speech if you identify a person wrong. See, this is what's so scary about it is once you identify a person wrong in certain states, you could actually go to jail. You don't hear much about that anymore, but at the same time, it was for a bit. Um, I don't identify that like that anymore, but you have a penis, right? Yeah, but I don't identify that way anymore. So you're a bad person. No, you're just a person that's got a disease, or you're just wrong, and you just need to help, get some help. You know, the fact is, for these people that actually think this way, I feel sorry for them. At the end of the day, I get it. Where you were bullied, I guess, through high school. You were bullied, and you were just one of those people that doesn't get by with a lot of stuff because you were just either a jackass or just a person that just didn't give a shit and decided, let's go this direction, see what actually happens. Some of these people actually have a mental illness. Some of them actually, God dang, I'm looking at them. Some of these people actually do have a problem. Um, and I want to be talking about more about the transgenderism, what they're trying to do to the kids in the near future because it's scary. And I'm pretty sure you've all heard of that stuff already, but not for tonight. We're just doing that one topic for tonight. But the left wants to push this whole thing, this whole agenda. I gotta keep my hand off of the damn table. It just freaking wants to wobble. So once again, if Joe Biden wins, they're gonna try to push this agenda for the children to. If you feel like a girl that's a boy, vice versa, boy's a girl, change. Get the people to blockers. Yum yum yum. That's yummy. Um, and it's scary because what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop the population of this planet. First and foremost, we're living in a time period where families back in the day were having families of probably we'll say 5 to 12 people per family because way back in the day many of those kids died young on, whether it's through the womb, aka a miscarriage, or like an accident, especially a horse kicked them in the head. I know it's terrible to laugh at, but it's still that's a long time ago. But nowadays, if families have one to three kids, and that's being very, whatever you want to call it, conservative on this one. One to three is a lot. Actually, one is for the most part right now. For some people, that's the max for couples. So the population is going down on this direction right here in itself. But the left says well, they say that we shouldn't have kids because the world is already overpopulated. Under Biden's America, that's what these asshats are saying. Um, so let's go to Trump now. So what Trump was saying, well, what they were saying, the bloodbath thing. So let's compare that to this. What now? It's going to be Trump. First and foremost, he was talking about the automotive thing. He was not talking about if he does not win the election. That's what you got to take out with a grain of salt. He was not talking about if he does not become president, it's going to be a bloodbath. Even though I believe there will be areas where it will be a bloodbath, to be honest. Yes, Des Rant says that. Um, because we have to make sure this election is the most fair and honest of all times at this point. 2016, they said that Trump pretty much rigged it, and that Hillary. My bad, Hillary won that one. But the Russia collusion bullcrap. So then 2020 happens, and all of a sudden, at like middle of the night, people go home. There's a pipe burst in whatever, and all this crap, and Trump is beating some ass, and all of a sudden, boom, like that. Trump was going like this to, and Joe Biden was going from this to. That's not a coincidence. You could not have at least put a couple Trump votes in those freaking bags that you're bringing in there. Seriously, not even one bag. It's very suspicious when you see votes of Trump actually on a field. Really? You think that's, if at that point, why don't you need to burn it? At least they're not there, you dummy. So let's talk about the real truth. If Trump does not win this next election, it's not going to be a bloodbath. As long as it's a fair and honest election, the most honest of all times, the most honest. I don't say it. 2024 has got to be the most honest. I don't say it. People say, they say, Des, do you think 2024 is going to be the most honest election of all times? I don't believe it will be. But what is your thoughts? What is your thoughts on this one, Mr. President? And you're my president right now. I will gladly actually answer that one to you. I sure as hell hope so, because otherwise our democracy, aka constitutional republic, you get that, will be jeopardized. And what's so scary about this is we will be at the end of true American patriotism. When they find the American flag offensive, because red, white, and blue, red stood for blood. The when moving the flag was actually stood for the America soldiers that died fighting for the flag. The 50 stars for representing every state. I kind of suck at. I'm just going off my. I don't have a prompter. I just have this. I should know more about the flag, and I will do a live about the American flag actually, just to actually get it all out there. The fact is that this, at the end of the point right now, what I'm saying is right now is this. First and foremost, they said Trump would never leave the office if he lost to Joe Biden. He left that morning. He didn't want to be there for the so-called inauguration of the dumbass in chief and the so-called the guy leading this nation to a bloody shit show that actually is America at this point. Um, I am proud of America. I'm just not proud of our leadership right now. There is a difference. There is a huge difference. But if we lose this next election, I'm gonna be changing my words in that whole statement on that point. I'm being honest. But when it comes to Trump, the bloodbath thing was never about the election. It was always about the automotive thing. It's going to be a rigmarole bullshit session. Trump Everything he said he was going to do was getting done. It takes more than one freaking term. And this is what bugs me the most about people. They're like, you didn't get everything done. He basically had 3 years. The last year was the damn China virus. The last year was a freaking China virus. It's like, what do you do? What do you do? How are you supposed to actually, I mean, the pandemic. Let's be honest. They came from China, but there was people that were on the inside. They needed to have it done that way. That's what they do. That's what they do. Um, so the whole thing of Trump does not win, he's gonna he's just gonna walk off in the sunset. Let's be honest. He's not gonna try anymore. He's like, I tried. He tried longer than most people, 12 years actually. And thank you, Trump, for everything you've done. And God bless you. And we need you back in there for 4 more years. So not quite 16 years. Well, not quite 12 years. But we need you to stay very active and fight like hell because we have to have you win this next election just for our sake. I know people will say like, well, Des, Trump did this and this and this. Did you see what Trump did during our 3 years and then the China virus? He was outstanding. The fact is, you're still bitching about that tells me you guys are very, very, either very. I want to pick my words wisely. Either you're a hater of his that you dislike him so much because he probably said something about your favorite actor or whatever, even though what's the hell is the word I'm looking for? It doesn't matter. Either you hate him that much or you're petty. There you go. Petty. Because he's a businessman, went president. Freaking knows. Freaking brain freeze. It's like it is what it is. At the end of the day, let's think about this for a moment. We have a man that never wanted to run for president. Yes, he made stupid comments from back in the day because, well, that's Donald Trump for you. He does it all the time. I make stupid comments all the time as well. Take a grain of salt. And fact is, a lot of times I don't actually mean what I say. This comes out of my mouth because I'm a bit retarded like that. Trump did say if I would run for president, it would be as a Republican because it'd be easy to, get in. It's like, and that was kind of stupid. But if you saw how he ran the country, I'd rather him actually run as a Republican than as a freaking Democrat. And to me, I take it where I can, and Trump kicked it in the assets. And that's how I got to look at it, and that's how you should look at it. So if Trump does not win this next election, America as we know it is over. The first one lost, that was a cheated one, is one thing. But if we lose again, done. So at the end of the day, that guy is very smart or picking his words because you know what? He knows every word is being nitpicked by the left, by the freaking media. That bloodbath, I guarantee, is like, I got him. I got him. And and he loves that because he knows he's going to win in the end. The more he picks at the freaking left, the more he knows his chance of winning this election is going to be outstanding. It's one of those things that's glorious, and we need to fight like hell to make sure Trump gets back in, but do it right, the rightful way this November. Go vote for Trump 2024. Once again, I got my rooster here. Oh yeah, good old rooster and my little chickadee. Mwah. Once again, I love you guys. I think I'm done with this one for the night. Tomorrow night I'll be going live 7:30 Central Time. A normal Rants with Des, the longer one. I know this one's actually longer than my Monday night one was. I'm making sure I pick my words very clearly on this one because you know what? When it comes to Trump, people are going to take me down as for a small channel. It's only got 22 subscribers. Share this video to your friends, especially to your leftist friends, to piss them off. Please subscribe. And like always, happy holidays, because you know what? Holidays is not just during the Christmas season, just to piss you off. Let's piss the liberals back by saying happy holidays all year round until tomorrow night, 7:30 Central Time. Peace. And now I got to look at it hard, looking for the end stream, and then do it again. But peace.